Ma maqlaysiin? Hey. Ma maqlaysiin? Hey. Oh, hadda la maqlaa. Haddaa maqlaysid haa isoo dheh. Haddaa maqlaysid haa isoo dheh. Let's see. Oh, broadcast inta miya? Let's see. What do I got? Salaamu calaykum. Maanta waxaa la dhiganayaa. Let's see. So I need to complete all the tasks. Okay.
Chapter 8: Malicious Software and Attack Vectors. Copyright Ornithopter/Shutterstock. Malicious software is a threat to every internet-connected device. Attackers know they can use specially crafted software or networking vulnerabilities to compromise systems and wreak havoc. In this chapter, you will learn how malicious software operates, how attackers use it, and how you can combat it. Simply put, malicious software is any program that carries out actions that the computer user does not intend. Often, the goal of malicious software is to cause harm to a system, data, or reputation. Malicious software moves through the internet much as a snake slithers through grass. Attackers use malicious software, or malware, to steal passwords, steal confidential information, delete information from a system, or encrypt it, or even reformat storage devices. Unfortunately, malicious code cannot be controlled with antivirus software alone because malicious code includes more than just viruses, and some malware evades detection very well. Malicious code attacks all three information security properties: confidentiality,
An attacker uses a legitimate remote administrator tool and system prop- pro- props to identify and exploit security vulnerability on the system. Main type of malware: viruses, spam, worm. Well, Valentine, you messing with me. Ah, are you kidding me? My entire bunch kulaha. Yeah, you need to fix it. No, I'm not mechanic. I'm a software engineer. You Ismail and I'm Mohammed. I'm dead. يا بايلوت دبوركي دياردي سكبنجرت عادي معانا. System infectors, file infectors and data infectors. Ah, أنا أتسوى عنها. Alright. Typically life cycle of a computer virus. The virus waits until the user terminates the infection objective to another computer. The user an infection objective to another computer. The virus locate and infect a suitable object on the new computer. How a system infector virus work. Mm. I'm still laughing at you guys. Geysiga birta. Geesiga birta. Maxaa ka wadaa geesiga birta? Magac la yaab leh waa cajiib waa weliba. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to study here. Freaking. What is it? Oh, I used to cook malawah, which okay, malawaxa kuga tahay ilaan ma ogeyne. Hmm? Let's see. Type of malwares, virus. What is this? Oh. Hmm. إلهي عافية. You need some help. Bro, you need help. You need help. You need to go to the hospital. Oh God. I need some energy. I need to order energy drinks. This is let's see. Virus handles interact call to OS by the app may infect files, then pass request to UC. Okay.
The main types of file, program, infectors. File infector viruses exhibit the classic replicate and attach behavior. Because of the wide acceptance and popularity of Microsoft Windows.
I was trying to clean my laptop. I used a lot of salad, salid معصرة. The laptop is still the light is on, but the screen is black. What is wrong with it, Abaya? Because your heart is so black, that is why the computer became black. You can still hear me. Uh, mm, okay.
Size stealth hides the fact that an infected file is bigger than it used to be. The virus intercepts system requests for file information and subtracts its own size from the reply before passing it back to the requesting process. Read stealth hides the fact that the virus knows the boot sector code. The virus intercepts read/write requests for the normal boot sector, which the virus has relocated and replaced with the viral code. The virus redirects the request to the new hidden location of the original boot sector code. Boot
Rootkit, ransomware, spam, worm. Okay, the injection. Yeah, I did learn about injection.
Botnets. Hacking groups create botnets, short for robotically controlled networks, to launch attacks whereby they infect vulnerable machines with agents that perform various functions at the command of the controller, or bot herder, i.e., a hacker who operates a botnet and controls the command and control server that sends commands to the agents. Typically, controllers communicate with other members of the botnet using Internet Relay Chat, i.e., a protocol that enables text conversations over the Internet channels. Attackers have established thousands of botnets, which they use to distribute malware and spam and to launch DOS attacks against organizations or even countries. One of the largest botnets is the Mozi botnet, which first appeared in 2019. This botnet is similar to the smaller Mirai botnet, but, unlike Mirai, which primarily targets online consumer devices such as Internet Protocol, IP, cameras, and home routers.
Okay. Attacker, handler, agency, traffic flow, victim, Spyware. I wanna know what is spyware.
Spyware is any unsolicited background process that installs itself on a user's computer and collects information about the user's browsing habits and website activities. These programs usually affect privacy and confidentiality and are typically installed when users download freeware programs. A cookie is a small text file that stores information about a browser session. The server side of a user connection to a web server can place certain information in a cookie and then transfer that cookie to the user's browser. Later, the same server can ask the browser for the cookie and retrieve the information the browser previously stored. This information becomes useful in any intelligent interaction between browser and website because the browser does not maintain a connection with the server between requests. Spyware cookies are cookies that share information across sites and can reveal and share private information collected among multiple sites. Some cookies are persistent and stored on a hard drive indefinitely without the owner's permission. Spyware cookies include those containing text, such as 247 Media, AdMonitor, AdForce, DoubleClick, Engage, Flycast, SexHound, SexTracker, SexList, and ValueClick in their names. Adobe Flash uses locally shared objects, LSOs, often called Flash cookies, in the same way that websites use cookies, to store small amounts of data for websites that use Flash applications. These LSOs can be used by attackers to store and disclose sensitive user data. In recent years, Flash was used in many attacks due to its numerous vulnerabilities, therefore, partially due to its use in so many attacks. Adobe Flash was discontinued at the end of 2020. Note icon image. Cookies and email attachments are the two most common techniques attackers use to spread malware. Unsuspecting users who accept cookies or open attachments provide the easiest way for attackers to place malware on computers or mobile devices. Adware. Adware programs trigger such nuisances as pop-up ads and banners on certain websites. They affect productivity and may combine with active background activities, such as homepage hijacking code. In addition, adware collects and tracks information about application, website, and internet activity. The problem with spyware and adware lies in distinguishing between legitimate and illicit activities. Spyware and adware companies have taken full advantage of this nebulousness, often suing anti-spyware companies for labeling their programs as spyware. Phishing. A phishing attack tricks users into providing logon information on what appears to be a legitimate website but is in fact one set up by an attacker to obtain this information. To make such sites appear legitimate, attackers use very sophisticated technologies. If they can obtain logon information for financial institutions, for example, they may be able to steal from the victim.
Okay. What an interesting hijack.
Spear phishing. To increase the success rate of a phishing attack, some attackers supply information about the victim that appears to come from a legitimate company. They obtain this information in many ways, including guessing, sifting through trash, dumpster diving, or sending bogus surveys. Farming. The term farming originates from the term phishing, which refers to the use of social engineering to obtain access credentials, such as usernames and passwords. Farming is possible through the exploitation of a vulnerability in domain name system, DNS, server software. These servers Homepage hijacking. The function of these attacks is to change a browser's homepage to point to the attacker's site. There are two forms of hijacking. Exploiting a browser vulnerability to reset the home page. Many types of active content can change the browser's home page, often without the user's permission. Even without resorting to covert means, convincing users to select an action that does more than they expect is easy. Just because a user clicks a button that says remove infected programs from my computer does not mean that is the action that will occur. Covertly installing a browser helper object, BHO, Trojan program. This Trojan contains the hijacking code. Once a BHO executes, it can change the browser's homepage back to the hijacker's desired site. Typically, hijacker programs put a reference to themselves into the operating system's startup procedures, which allows the hijacker to run every time the computer reboots. A brief history of malicious code threats. Computing. Malware spread from computer to computer via diskettes that were handed from person to person. This manual transmission method was called sneakernet because someone had to walk from one computer to another for those computers to communicate. With sneakernets, a virus could take months to spread across the globe. In contrast, today's viral infections spread via networks and can cross the globe in a matter of seconds. As the virus writing community evolved, more and more sophisticated viruses began to emerge. Some could spread via email, mobile code, or macros, and others could spread in multiple ways. 1970s and early 1980s, academic research and Unix. The idea of self-replicating computer programs has been around for decades and has appeared in literature, scientific papers, and even experiments since the early 1970s. Researchers made early attempts to perform routine maintenance tasks on large networks using self-distributing code, worms, but the technology did not become widespread or well known. A key event in hostile code development was the research.
Oh, shit. Let me see. Oh gosh. Let's see. YouTube. Basic Mandarin. How do we, let's see. 30-minute basic Mandarin.
Too many meetings? Missing the key action items? It's time to put your meetings on.
Let's see.
Want more Chinese videos like this? Subscribe to our channel.
Okay.
Welcome to ChineseClass101.com 3分钟汉语 The fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Chinese. 嘿，大家好，我叫马叶如，很高兴与大家见面。Hi everybody, I'm Yeru Ma. Nice to meet you. In this series, we're going to learn basic Chinese expressions. It's super easy and only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Chinese. Ready? Let's get started. 你好，我叫马叶如。Hi, I'm Yeru Ma.
你好，我叫马。
我